Sakina, so far there aren't any new developments that we're learning about, except for some unconfirmed reports from some of our sources that in terms of Dr. Nandipha's bail application, the new evidence that's come up is actually with regards to her arrest in Tanzania and the fact that the defense wants to challenge that arrest. But this is what we are only learning from the sources. But as you have already mentioned, the other people have applied for their bail and they've given their reasons to be eligible for bail to the court yesterday. And today, obviously, we expect the defense to ask questions to the witness who gave evidence in court yesterday. But I'm with Action SA's provincial chairperson, Patricia Kopane, who has been part of this process since the body that was found in Thabo Bester's cell was identified. And I just wanted to come into the conversation and take us through her impression about the proceedings from yesterday. Mekopane, you were in court yesterday. You heard what the accused had to say to the court in their prayer to get bail. What is your impression?
Thank you so much, Katli, for the opportunity this morning. As Action SA, we observe the court proceedings. For now, we respect what the process that are happening inside, and we are closely monitoring the situation. We did hear how they were presented by their lawyers, and we do believe that the rule of law should be the one that should take precedence into this. What we want here, we want justice, because if you remember, we have lost Katlego. So at the end of the day, we wanted the law to find those who are guilty. They must be held accountable. That's why we were here. And this type of of crime in our country must come to an end. That's why Action SA we're here. It should be the first and it should be the last one, I hope so. Because it clearly shows that the criminal system, there's so much that is happening while we were focusing on the state capture. So that's why we are here.
We saw Dr. Nandipha Magudumana deciding not to apply for bail based on her own reasons. What went through your mind when that happened in court yesterday?
Obviously, what happened in my mind, I was also of the view that the court shouldn't, give her the bail. But luckily, the lawyers were claiming that they still want to do some investigation. That's why they withdraw the application for the bail temporarily so. But at the end of the day, we still believe that the court of law, they must make sure that they get at the bottom of what is happening here, so that those who are guilty, they must be held accountable.
Other organizations have made a call for all the accused not to get bail. Are you also saying all of them should not get bail, or is it just you want the law to prevail?
We want the law to prevail. And we do believe this is the very place where the thorough investigation will be done by. We heard yesterday when the prosecutor was sort of engaging with the detective. So we do believe that the detective has done his job, and they still continue to get at the bottom of this matter, because it is only through the good investigation that will get at the bottom of this matter. So I do believe the investigation, they must do their job, so that at the end of the day, we'll know who's guilty. That is what we want. But it was also disturbing to hear the verdict that was presented by their lawyers, and what the investigation officer was saying when he was cross-questioning by the state. There were two different information. So it clearly shows the evidence that they give in front of the law. Some of the things, they are questionable. So for me, where I'm sitting, I don't think some of them really, they deserve to be outside.
Just briefly, the matter for Thabo Bester and Zolile Seekoei, who's Dr. Nandipha's father, is sitting on the 16th, and because Dr. Nandipha didn't apply for bail yesterday, she's clearly going to appear with her father and Thabo Bester. What do you make of that?
It is very interesting. Having observed what is happening in court, I always say that if you are a person of integrity, I think it's the time to show the remorse. What is disturbing me most, I haven't seen any of the accused showing the sign of remorse. It's like they don't comprehend how many people are hurt outside with what has happened, though they are here to prove themselves that they are not guilty. So I hope on Wednesday they will show the sign of remorse, and I hope Wednesday really the case must have the justice system must have a strong case against them to prove that they are guilty. I'm so sorry that where I'm standing today, many people they go out of this out of this place not being found guilty because the justice system, they are not doing their job. So I hope this time they'll get to the bottom of this matter, because this is a national crisis. Everybody is having interest in this matter. We want justice. The families of Katlego, for them to have closure, definitely they need to know what happened to their kid, to their child. So that's why we are here, and we want to bring an end to this type of a criminal system. But it really exposed that our justice system, it's failing South African people.
Thank you so much for your time, Patricia. That was Patricia Kopane there from Action SA, talking about them wanting justice and them wanting the court to come to the bottom of what happened. Do you remember that Katlego Bering was found in Thabo Bester's cell, and he was confirmed as the person there through DNA that was taken from his mother. With that, it's back to you in studio.